Either salvation or destruction at the whim of the user. It's coming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to .hack Outbreak. This is the third game in the original .hack series, third game of 4. Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and then Quarantine will be the last game. First off, if you haven't seen the first two games, if you didn't watch my playthroughs or you're not familiar with the franchise, I very strongly recommend that you go back and watch my Let's Plays of .hack Infection, the first game, and .hack Mutation, the second game. Both are about the same length. I'm expecting this game's going to clock in around, 15 to 20 hours, around 30 episodes, just like the other ones. It's pretty fantastic. I absolutely love this. Japanese, JRPG, cyberpunk. It's great. It's super great. For the rest of you, let's dive right in, shall we? We're going to load up our data flag from the end of the last volume.
The day that he first played the world. His friend Orca fell into a deep coma as a result of Skaith's data drain.
The world isn't just an online game. Something with another purpose is lurking within it.
The Book of Twilight, handed to him by the girl Aura, transformed into a bracelet, giving him 2 extraordinary powers. Data drain, the power to alter monster data. And gate hacking, which allows him to gain entrance into protected areas.
Ooh, gate hacking. It's my favorite.
And it was these very same powers that put Orca into a coma. After heeding the information offered by the mysterious woman Helba, that the key to saving Orca is in the release of Aura through the power of the bracelet, he and his party defeated Skaith, Innis, and Magus. Yet, in spite of their triumph, the situation only worsens.
Maybe this was a turning point. The relationship between me and the game, the world, has gone beyond pure amusement. And it was spreading beyond the network.
I gotta say, we got some nasty jaggies. The game could probably benefit from a bit of anti-aliasing, but all in all, I think it looks a fair bit crisper now that I've actually upgraded my cables a little bit. We're using actual component cables instead of the composite ones, which means that this should turn out quite a bit nicer. I don't know how noticeable it's going to be when, you know, YouTube's done processing it, but I'm pretty happy with it right now. So yes, the customary lots of cutscenes, lots of reading our news and emails, and the board. So we're going to be doing that for probably the first handful of videos here. So buckle up, everybody, and get ready for lots of story time. We're going to go with news first. So next generation cellular phone. Remember, this is, you know, what, early 2000s? 2003-ish, I think, is when this game came out. So, you know, keep that in mind. JTT Mobile Communications has announced plans for its next generation cellular phone. Ooh, next gen. Communication features have been improved and speeds of 90 megabits per second will be possible. Ooh, that's actually pretty damn good for modern times, which is kind of sad for modern times. Compatible with Ultimate, data exchange between PCs and the network is expected to be made more convenient with this product. Peripherals, sold separately, will include keyboards and LCD monitors with voice imprinting technology. So keyboards and monitors for your phones. I think this is way before the smartphone fad really kicked it into high gear. What's interesting? With the announcement of this new phone, some industry pundits are saying that PDAs will no longer be necessary. Oh, I love this sort of like looking at retro technology predictions, you know, things from the past where they predicted technology and comparing that to what we actually have. I think that's a lot of fun. All right, Ultimate. So Ultimate Corp today announced its next generation OS, Ultimate 2011, a follow-up to the already successful Ultimate 2001, which was developed to be compatible with high-speed internet access. The new product will boast new security features and a more user-friendly interface. A release date has not yet been set, but according to an Ultimate spokesperson, the design is in beta testing and will be released within the next several months. Ultimate, in case you don't remember from the previous games, is basically the only operating system. It's kind of a... dystopian's not quite the right word, but a very, like, corporately controlled future, much like our own current future. There was a series of, like, really nasty hacks. We'll be talking about those as we go through the board and stuff in this video, I'm sure. But a series of, like, really nasty hacks, giving people seizures and messing with all sorts of technology, and it led to, like, a pretty massive set of, like, sentences. Let's see if I can form a complete sentence with all the blah blah. So yeah, it led to a pretty complete overhaul of like internet regulation and laws around communication and stuff like that. So there's, you know, death penalty for these sorts of really severe hacks. There will be more about that in the board. But yeah, Ultimate is out of that whole situation. Ultimate kind of became the de facto operating system. It's basically the only one out there because it's the only one that's secure, and it's just kind of the way things are. So, official announcement from CC Corporation. Ooh, this is a good one. CC Corporation, they're the ones that make the game The World. They said in a press conference today that comas caused while playing the online game The World were the result of hackers and not a flaw within the world itself. The corporation lamented this act of cyber terrorism and has expressed confidence that the ringleader Helba and several other hackers would soon be caught. I think we fall into the several other hackers category. Interesting. So the comas that are, like, definitely not being caused by Helba and myself, they're being blamed on us publicly. That's an official announcement.
Helba's behind it. That's not possible. And Leos knows that, too.
Yeah. Leos is a dick, though. And I think he's just like a low-level grunt admin. I don't think he's actually anybody of any importance. Ooh, wise man. I seem to be lacking in imagination. I will concentrate on research and will be out of touch. So we won't be able to summon wise man for a little while. That's fine. It's a, start of a new game. That's bound to happen. CC Corporation version update. We're being updated to 3.02. Grunty search. Grunties can now search for objects on the field. Oh yeah. Huh. Not sure how I feel about that. Let's go check the board before we log in. So, version upgrade. I love this. Post. There's a new set of stuff with this patch. You can read about it in the next post. So go to the next post. I don't know why you can't just put it into one. Grunties are now able to search for grunty food, magic portals, and the entrances to dungeons. Hit the triangle button and they'll do things depending on what type of grunt you have out. That's kind of cool. We'll maybe have to go give that a try. See how it goes. Alright, so logging into the world. We should be on Lambda server still. I don't think I moved us at the end of the last game. Hey, here we go. More cutscenes. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's you. There aren't many people here today. I get it now. It's because there's a festival.
Festival?
The barriers have been lifted. They're all gone. We can go back and forth freely now. Isn't that wonderful?
Mia?
Don't touch me! Tell me, do you happen to know where Elk is? Did I leave him behind again? Where is he?
What's the matter, Mia? You're acting peculiar.
Huh. That's kind of bizarre. In the last game, Mia was having, like, audio issues. Her microphone was glitchy and she was all stuttery for a bit. For, like, a full mission, I think. Oh, no. So... We're at the start of a new game, which means everybody's gonna have just straight up better gear than what we've got equipped right now. So I'm gonna do this off camera after this. After we wrap up this video, I'm gonna have to do all my trading and stuff off camera and see if I can get some better stuff. I can get some better stuff. I gotta just get what I can. Oh, good grief. Yeah, it's something I haven't done, but you can, talk to other people and their dialogue will change kind of depending on just what's going on. They'll comment on, like, when the world starts looking glitchy and weird at the end of the second game, and the person that we just talked to a moment ago mentioned, darn, those hackers ruining the game for everybody. Yeah, no, I'm not going to look at gear right now. We'll do trading later. Actually, no, you know what? We will do one quick little bit of trading right now. Because this is a cool thing that we can do at the start of every new volume.
What is it?
I love Bonnie Grunty. I don't know why that's rattling. Doesn't sound like a rattle to me. Okay, Golden Grunty and Silver Grunties. We can get these. And I have no qualms trading away any gear, because it's all going to be outdated right now.
What is it?
Oh, I love the Grunties. They're so good. And... I don't want to give you a summon. There we go. Still going to try to optimize my trades a little bit. Just a little bit, though. A little bit of extra HP, nothing wrong with that, and a little bit of SP. Even better. Okay, now we can... And I think we can get the same Golden Grunty and a Silver Grunty from iron and poison back on Theta server. I'll do that later. For now, let's keep moving. Keep the pace up. All right, so there's stuff on the board. We'll do that while we're here. Phantom. Red wand. I saw something really weird here. Lambda stalking betrayed nothingness. There was this red wand that floated in and then it quickly disappeared. Was it a ghost? I don't know, but I think we're gonna have to go check it out. Oh yeah, I saw it too. Yeah, there was this red wand that was floating, but then it disappeared. But I think there was a character model that was on top of it or something? Oh well. I think it was a twin blade character. This is a reference to the Dot Hack Sign anime, which takes place before this, and we've interacted with Bear and Mimiru, and we've seen like memories of some of the different characters, Tsukasa and Krim and Silver Knight and Subaru, and like just that whole slate of people. This is a reference to something that happened in that anime that I'm not really going to spoil because there is stuff in there that is kind of significant, but we'll deal with this when we get going. Wasn't there a twin blade called whatever? You know, the one that was fighting with the Crimson Knights, the twin blade that was like ultra fast. I haven't seen him in a while. I wonder what happened to him. He was a famous player killer. He got a bit nosy about the same sort of stuff that we're investigating. Something happened to him. It involved Scathe. There may or may not have been a data drain. He might be in a coma. Yeah, that's a thing. We'll do that later. Mistral! There's something I want to talk to you about. Please come to Delta Town. I know you're busy. Sorry. And... oh, CC Corp. What a bunch of corporate douchebags. We are emailing our patrons in regards to the recent problem the world was experiencing. We apologize for the inconvenience it may have caused. It was caused by illegal programs left on our servers by Helba and other hackers. However, we succeeded in nullifying this program. We take a firm stand against cyber terrorism and will continue to do our best in exterminating hackers. We appreciate your understanding in this matter and your continued patronage to the world. I think they're referring to NetSlum, which Leos tried to vaporize at the very end of the last game, and we were all kind of hanging out there. And when he did that, that's when Magus attacked? Yeah, I think that was when we fought Magus. Which, we'll talk about the waves and stuff later. I'm sure there's going to be more forum posts and stuff that are going to trigger me going back into that. Which there probably are right now. I meant to hit the board. Yay, loading screens. Alright, board. Yeah, okay, here we go. We'll do this now. So, missing Alf, haven't seen you in a while. Maybe he got bored. No, he was checking out stuff. He was in an area, it was protected. We investigated this a while ago. Somebody posted the keywords, and the message got deleted. Haven't seen Red for a while. Zeeg, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while, and you haven't replied to my emails. You said that you were going to introduce me to your friend. Zeeg is another .hack sign character. As we go through the third and fourth game, there are going to be more and more and more and more crossing over between the two. If you've seen the anime, you'll maybe know why. Test version of the world. Okay, this is kind of interesting. So, and yes, I am going to go through the history on all of these just for the first time touching on these points because it's kind of important to keep up on what's going on, and it's as much for myself as it is for any of you who are watching. So, apologies for anybody who thinks this is getting repetitive. So there's a test version of the world. So what was going on with it? They were going to test for about 6 months. It got cut down to 3. Just kind of stopped abruptly. Rumor was that somebody died during the test, as if somebody could die from the game. Not somebody who was playing necessarily, but the main programmer went missing. And a player apparently committed suicide during the test period, but it apparently didn't have anything to do with the game. So there was a game called Fragment that was mentioned in a magazine a couple years ago. Yeah, and that's what it was. And a lot of stuff is very similar between Fragment and this game. So somebody mentioned somewhere else that Fragment was based off of some sort of a book. Kind of loosely based on the book, and it's not a book, it was more of a poem called The Epitaph of Twilight, which is becoming more and more and more central to our story if you haven't caught on to that. Yeah, so how much of the game is based on it? So Harold Hoerwick, that's the guy that went missing. Don't know if it's related to the change of the title and any of the other stuff. So Harold Hoerwick, he was the programmer or something that was on the game who just disappeared. Kind of important. So, talking about the Epitaph of Twilight, we're going to go over to this forum post, which was literally started from that last one. Author 01, pretty smart person. They know a lot about what's going on, a lot of the lore and stuff in here, which is kind of cool. So, seems to be a pretty popular topic, so we're going to, split off and talk about it over here in a dedicated thread. Epitaph of Twilight. It is an online work that was on some novel-related website. It was pretty popular in certain circles, but the site that it was on bit the dust, and so it's kind of tough to learn much about any of that. So fragments of the original text data apparently got traded for a lot of money amongst the diehard fans. Don't know if that's true. The entire thing is kind of filled with mysteries, kind of difficult to find information on. So what was it about? It's a story about the people searching for the Twilight Dragon, which will save the world from being destroyed by the abominable wave. That's really all this person knows. So, auction. Apparently the original Epitaph was number 8 on the all-time highest trading price on some auction site. So, kind of a big collector's item. How much was it? A lot. A lot. I wonder if it'd be a bestseller if it ever actually got published. The reason it got such a high price was because it wasn't published, right? Yeah, so a little bit of stuff. Folks talking about it. Hackers. Just watching. Bow. I'm going to join the fray, but the graphics screwed up, so it's kind of sad. Are you the bow that I know? If not, sorry. You've got to tell me which Sato you are first. How am I supposed to tell? Yeah, internet people. Can't defeat it. Can't kill an enemy. Ooh, probably a data bug. That's what that means. It means it's a thing that we're gonna have to go do. Saw a new gross-looking enemy with polka dots all over its body. Definitely a data bug. Can't kill it. If anybody knows how, please tell me. Maybe your level's too low. I'm level 60. It's more like I can't even hit it. I was with different element members. I was with a party, and we had a bunch of different elements. Much better way to say that. So I don't think it's elemental. Maybe it's some kind of limited time only monster? But was there an announcement? Don't fight with him, you're gonna be put into a coma! Oh, thank God I ran away. CC Corp nerfed the weapons. OMG, it sucks sores so bad, I'm gonna cancel my subscription. Yeah, that's something that it's a little overboard. Nobody says sucksores anymore, but yeah, unsub. And then there's the good comment. The illegal program distributed by hackers is that enemy you can't kill, which would mean that CC hasn't fixed it yet. P.S. Cry more, noob. Get good. Get good. Lousy scrubs. Ooh, virus core. I got this virus core thing, but how do you use it? Ooh, if you take it to a player named Wiseman, he'll buy it for a lot of money. Well, he bought one for me, but it wasn't that much. Apparently he can read people. Too bad. Because he is a trading boss. Did I just get gypped? Yeah. Yeah, you did. Cool that Wiseman is... Like, we're learning that he's specifically hunting for virus cores, presumably to further our own goals. Help us out. Kind of cool. We're gonna go check our email again real quick. Or did I just do that? We just did that. We gotta go talk to Mistral. I'm back. Okie dokie. Off to Makanu to talk to Mistral. Mistral, who is one of my favorite characters in this game. She is very goofy. Alright. Delta server. And cutscene.
What?
I've been meaning to say this for a while, but I couldn't.
You're not acting like yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm a housewife, and I'm going to have a baby soon. So, I can't do anything that's scary or dangerous. I'm sorry. I wanted to help until the end.
I see. I had no idea. Wow. You're going to be a mom. Congratulations.
It's not.
I understand. Don't burn yourself out.
Same goes to you too.
Yeah,
Be careful.
yeah, you too.
Well, see you later.
Aw, sad face. Yeah, that's about the best reaction you could have, Kite. So, that's a bummer. Oh, and suddenly we're back in Lambda server.
Hey, I just sent an email to you. Did you get it?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't really anything important.
Hey,
Hmm?
I don't know anymore if what we're doing is the right thing.
Are you kidding? It's sort of late to change your mind now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, but
You know, you can tell me. I'm here to listen, so spit it out.
every time we jump into action, something awful happens. That is the truth. Beaumonk may be right.
There's no way to tell if it's bad or good.
But
Ugh! Will you cut it out? This is stupid and it's really pissing me off. Stop and think about why we risk our lives to do all these terrifying, dangerous things in the first place. Whining over this situation isn't going to help.
So Kite's having a little bit of a morality crisis. Just, he's not sure of the morality of what he's doing. Okay, so there's a couple of last things I want to do before we wrap up here. So we're going to go through our key items. I'm going to burn through the Books of 1000 real quick. We're going to open the Rio books and just see if we got any cool new stuff. Just overflow from the last video, or last volume, that's the word. I'm going to watch that cutscene once, because, you know, it's kind of cool. So we got a movie that we can't watch yet, another movie that we can't watch yet. All field portals open, already hit the max for Volume 3. Just leftovers from the last one. So, another movie, another movie, another movie, good grief. Good grief. Lots of movies. Ooh, new background music. That's pretty cool. Alright, we got a couple of new images too. That's awesome. So these are basically the game's achievements from back in the PS2 era. We'll go fiddle with our desktop in just a moment here. So we've got a handful of new images and some new tunes. And last one. We don't have new grunties on the server yet, and we can look at our food though. Yeah, music. Okay, cool. So the very last thing, for realsies this time, we've got some interesting key items that we've been picking up as we've found these weird, like, white rooms that have been kind of, well, odd is a very mild way of describing them. So we've got pieces of the epitaph. Shunning the field broken by wave, the shadowed girl whispers, "Surely I will return." Alas, the truth unbeknownst, awaiting her at journey's end, eternal mourning for her land. Another fragment that we've picked up. When the finger points to the yonder moon, the fool will not look at the fingertip. That's all, and we have an illegible fragment. Doesn't really matter. Now we've also got a couple of herald's notes. And so I shall name her Aura. Without you, she would not exist. The shining girl, Aura. We will entrust her with our will. Our future is in her hands. She is our... Yep. We got another herald's note. I must speak with Morgana. To go where she is, the living flesh poses a hindrance. But I must go for our Aura. Emma, please give me a little more courage. And then these memory fragments that we picked up are from .hack sign. I'm not going to go through those again. So there's that. Almost done. Almost done here. We'll flip through board and email and crap again in the next one. Can we... Yeah, okay, images. So that's from winning the Grunty race on Lambda server, Grunty race on Theta server. I like those. We got plenty of images of some of our other friends. I think it's obvious what we're gonna go with, though. Yep. Yep. And then I don't know which one we're actually listening to right now. NetSlim has pretty cool music. These are from the last one. I love the boss music in this game. I love all the music in this game. The music is so good in this game. There we go. That's one we're listening to right now, Tempest. So we've got the reversed capital. The bonus area from the end of the last game. We have the Lambda server Breach. So this is the corrupted Carmina Gadelica, their new music. Which is alright. I'm not going to go with the server music because we hear those all the time. Grundy Ranch, no. Kubia, first form. Gosh, we haven't... when was that? Very end of the first game when we fought Kubia? Black Rose's theme. Not bad. I kind of like it. This will be our new server we will eventually unlock in this game. Eventually being, I think, as soon as I go check my email. Yeah, I'm gonna go with NetSlum for now. There's some good ones, though. There's some good ones, and we'll be unlocking more as we go. So, last thing I want to do... Yeah, let's see. Yay! Restricted area Sigma server is now open. Graphics in some areas may appear distorted, but that will have no effect on gameplay. Yay! We can go to a new server. It's actually a really cool one. I remember really liking Sigma server. It's one of my favorite layouts. So, things are really hectic, but I'm sure they'll all turn out fine in the end. I can't contact anyone, but I think I'm okay. Call me anytime. Yeah, so we have to
Black Rose.
You have to say Black Rose's name out loud sometimes. It's, I don't know, just a thing that Kite does. We have to progress the game a little bit before we can interact with a lot of our friends. The last thing that I want to do, and then we'll wrap it up for reals. Here we go. Our exchange with Wise Man. He gave us a chunk of the text for the Epitaph of Twilight, which is interesting. I wonder if he's like someone who purchased the actual text, like if he bought it at the auction. I don't know. It seems like something he'd do. He's very into trades and owning rare items and kind of brokering trades and information and research of all types. Pretty cool guy. So this is an actual stanza from the Epitaph. It kind of relates pretty significantly to what we've been doing. I'm going to read it again. Hopefully this is the last time, until the fourth game. Unknown where the cursed wave was born, after the stars doth cross the heavens, the sky in the east doth darken, and air doth fill with mourning. From the chosen land beyond the forest, a sign of the wave comes. Riding the wake is Scathe, the shadow of death, to drown out all that stands. Mirage of deceit, Innis, betray all with flawed image, and did aid the wave. By the power of Magus, a drop from the wave doth reach the heavens, and creates a new wave. With the wave, Fidgel, the power to tell the dark future. Hope darkens, sadness and despair rules. Gore schemes when swallowed by the cursed wave. Macha seduces with the sweet trap. Wave reaches the pinnacle, and escape none can. Tarvos still remains, with more cruelty to punish and destroy. And with the turbulent destruction, after the wave, only a void remains. And from the deep within the void arrives Korbanik. Perhaps then the wave is just a beginning as well. So yeah, we have encountered Scathe, Innis, and Magus, so Fidgel will be our next, and Fidgel is one of my favorite bosses. Spoilers, Fidgel is awesome. I really like Fidgel. Gore is kind of meh. I don't remember how far we get in this game. Yeah, so that'll do it. I'll leave you here with Pyros' face, just kind of right there. Thank you for joining me, and may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.